Hello, Aries. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. I don't know if it's this box. I think it's focused, but I think the name is so small that to me it looks a little squished or something. For the supportive oracle cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Yeah, this one doesn't look weird. I think it's the box. Sorry, I'm just doing a little test. Yeah. See, side by side, the Spirit Animal Oracle, I can read that easily, but the other one, maybe it's because the print was small? I don't know. That's what happens when you're in your mid-40s, I guess. Alright. What do we have for Aries after my pointless rant? Ooh. And I'm saying that because my moon is Aries, and I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Where are we going, y'all? Guys, girls, gals, whatever you got going on there. Not gender specific, but I'm excited. Like, something's coming forward. Like, you're going places. Where are you going? Where are you going? Can I come too? Can I come too? I like where this is going. I like where it's going. You know, life has its ups and downs. Let's see what happens here. Going into this situation, that card, I swear to God, this card keeps coming in upside down. I swear I'm turning it around too. Well, not right now, but like, you got the King of Pentacles reversed with the Four of Pentacles, and you got the Bobcat energy here. This is how you're coming into the situation. I'm going to be fair, before we get too far into this, how this energy is feeling, your opposing energy is the Knight of Wands. So somebody's jumping in quickly and trying to move things around on you. Somebody, like, and it's funny, because Aries can change quickly, but Aries isn't just going to go with something just because somebody says jump. Somebody, you know, runs into the room and says jump, you're going to be like, why? Like, or make me. Make me. I just feel like, no, I don't think Aries will just blindly follow. That's not my impression of Aries. And I'm saying that with my Aries moon because I know I won't. I'm just, somebody comes, yeah, jump, and I'm like, no, I'll jump all right, but it'll be one finger on area. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. I'm not no. And I think this makes complete sense. Somebody's rushing in trying to get you to do something, and you're like, no, like, no, who do you think you are? Like, I don't think so. But at the same time, even though somebody's quickly trying to push you their way and you're not doing it, at the same time you're kind of holding to the side, kind of like, what are they doing? Like, what is this person doing? You're not impressed with this. You're not okay with this. You don't like this energy. But with the Bobcat spirit, you're kind of like, before I fight this out, I want to know why. Like, why are they trying to get people to do this? Why are they trying to push this ahead? You want answers. So you're kind of like, before I have a minute about it, because I can fight, because like Aries can fight. Like, usually, I don't know of many Aries who won't stand up for themselves if they decide they need to. I also know, at least when the energy gets more mature, they're selective about where they use that energy. They don't let people use it against them. Because when we're younger in life, well, it's moon for me, but still, in younger times or less developed times, people will throw things out in you trying to get you going, and a lot of times we'll fall for it until we realize what's going on. I like Aries energy, what can I say? So that's why I know about that. But I feel like for the people this is hitting for, you're like, before I go and I get, you know, I stand up and say, listen, don't push me. Before I do that, I want to know what's going on here. I want to know, because before you speak up about it, you're more likely to get more information. And you're like, I can stand up for myself, but I want to know what the deal is here. What's the problem? And this is happening in the environment. There's a very solid connection here. Like, things are going well. That's the weird thing here. That's another reason I feel like you're holding back. Like, the situation overall, I want to say in its entirety. I don't know where we're going with that, though. It's a good situation. And you're kind of like, I don't want to, like, start shaking things up. You know, I want to know what's going on. And if I'm going to stand up against this person, I think I'm going to hold it together, and I'm going to do it in a certain way. You know, I'm going to make sure that this, you know, I don't want to disrupt this too much, because the situation overall is really good. In its entirety, you like it. So you're like, I don't want to create unnecessary an unnecessary situation. At the same time, though, you're not going to put up with somebody pushing you. Like, that's not okay. You're not going to put up with it. But at the same time, you're going to be like, let me hold back and think about what I'm going to do with this and try to figure out what the deal is. Maybe I can get this person to simmer down and calm down, and it doesn't have to be that big a problem. Maybe I can kind of confront them without it being a major issue if I have to. Okay. I don't know if Aries, though. Aries, if you need to say something, you will. That's how I feel. But you're kind of like, well, before I do, let me just see what the deal is here. And you got the High Priestess coming in next. You're putting up with a little bit of ridiculousness. But the High Priestess, like when I'm feeling this energy, don't get caught up in the gender, it's kind of like you'll only put up with so much. So this energy is still a little bit pushy. And I'm getting this King of Swords is what you're dealing with, right? Like this. This energy is still kind of pushy. And you're talking it out. You're not letting this person just push you. You're kind of talking it out. Kind of like, I don't want to do that. Why do you think I should do that? Because I said you need to do that. Well, tell me why. What is in it for me? Like, why are we doing this? I don't know. Like, I'm not into this you say jump, so I jump thing. I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen here. You're standing up to this energy, but you're not, like, you got the High Priestess kind of like you're showing that you're not going to let them push you. But at the same time, you're trying to be more diplomatic, a little bit more like I'm going with the flow energy. Like, yeah, you're not jumping. You're not doing it. But you're trying to be like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. No. Why do you want me to do that? No, I don't think so. But thank you. It's almost kind of like, thank you for asking me if I want to jump. I don't want to. This energy knows better. Whoever this is, I think it's funny how it's coming across. Like, they're kind of like, you got to do it. You got to do it. And you're like, well, I don't. They're like, yeah, you do. You're like, no, I don't. And you're just kind of like, it's kind of like you're being nice about it. Like in your version, you're being nice about it. That's how I feel. Like the way you're looking at it, you're being nice about it. Like you're not ripping their heads off about it. They're leaving you alone though. They're kind of like, they're realizing like you said you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. They're realizing like if they really start pushing you, you're going to really start pushing back. And they're seeing you, like, at least in that respect, they're seeing this energy. It's the Empress, which is a very strong energy. And they're like, well, if I try to push the Aries, like, they're already holding their ground. If I give them a bigger reason to do that, they're just going to hold it even tighter. They know they're not going to push you. They know that it's not going to work. You're not going to just do that. So they're recognizing that. And I feel like they're trying to get other people to kind of move forward and try to pull you along with them. They're working around you, like people who they feel like you're connected with. And they're trying to get those people to move forward. So they're pushing it on these other people, and then they're trying to get those people to pull you along with them. So there's a lot of communication going your way. People you like, people maybe that you trust, are going forward with this. They're doing the jump thing. And you're kind of like, well, and you're asking them why they're doing it, and they have answers for why they're doing it, and what they've learned from the situation, and why they think they should move forward, why they think they should do the jump thing. There's a lot of communication here with the Ace of Swords, and you're kind of like, you're absorbing it. The people I care about believe in this, they're going to do it. I guess if I'm with them, I could do this. So is this going good or bad is a good question at this point. You got these three cards kind of like jamming in at the same time. The Ten of Swords is there, but you also have the Princess of Wands, which is usually the Page of Wands. The way I read this deck, it kind of flounders back and forth between the Page and the Knight energy because I'm just not gender specific that way. So sometimes it's more of a Knight, sometimes it's more of a Page, and the same thing with the Prince. And I'm feeling with the Nine of Cups here, I feel like you're using the situation to your advantage, and it seems to be working out for you. It's kind of like, well, I know everybody's jumping, I'll skip. That's a partial jump. I'll skip along. It's kind of like that. Like, you want me to jump? I'll skip. It's a compromise. I'll skip along. I'll skip. I'm not gonna hop to it, but I'll skip to it. How's that? I'll do that. You're using the situation to your advantage. You're moving forward the way you want to. It's kind of like, it's like in between energy. It's like partially following, partially doing it your own way. Now this is popping up from the environment, the Ten of Swords. People don't like it when you do things your own way is what I'm getting. It's not because it's not working. It's because they know that they don't have control over you and they don't like that. I feel like that's literally what it is. It's not that there's anything wrong with the situation or how it's getting done. It's very clear that you are not going to let them have total control over you. You're not going to do that. The situation is working out, and I feel like the ants coming in over this is saying, you're working together, the whole situation is moving together, everything is working out. It's just you're that rogue ant getting it done your way. You're doing it the way you want to do it. Okay. There's going to be a moment here where this goes left, then it goes right. So, the lizard here, people working behind the scenes is what I feel with lizard. But it says dream the world into being. But when I think of lizard, you know how they kind of scamper around, they go behind leaves, here, there, they're there, then they're not, then you see them, then you don't. That's how I see a lizard. They can fit into places, they can be right in front of you, and you just don't see them until they move. And sometimes they move quick enough, you see them, then you don't see them, even though they're still right in front of you, because they blend in so well to what they're around. It's not the chameleon, but this is somebody who's working within their own environment. Because that's what I feel like. Lizards tend to stay in their own environment. They tend to stay where they can blend in. They know the terrain. And with the Four of Wands, it's telling me, like, this is somebody who's very bonded to the situation. The situation seems to be just as loyal to them as they are to the situation. So if this is like a business thing, if this is somebody who's in management, the people around them stick with them, and they look out for their coworkers, their co-managers, whatever you want to call those people, other management, but they also in return get that care back towards them. When this happens, I feel like there's a lot of victory here, but I almost feel like you're kind of left out of this victory. They're not happy about the way you did things, and there's a victory here with the situation. The situation itself is experiencing a victory. The situation worked out. You were a part of it. You moved forward with everybody else in your own way. You did it per your own color. It was a success, but I'm getting somehow they snaked around you, and you didn't get out of it what everybody else got out of it. They're almost like putting that, like, because you did it your own way, they're kind of excluding you from something. I'm getting that with the Five of Pentacles. You got excluded from something. It's like everybody else got it's almost like everybody else got the year-end bonus. And it was, to make it simple, it was 100. It was like $100, and you got 40. Or you didn't get it at all. Wow. My throat just kind of went, all right, so that's fun. I don't see you liking this at all. This is creating a change. Because they're somehow trying to make a point. They're trying to almost discipline you for not doing it their way. That was the wrong thing to do is what I'm getting. This is going to really make you angry. This is going to create a major change. One way or another, you're going to change the situation to where you're the one in control. There's a movement going on here. Now, for some of you, if it's a job thing, you might be going to another job. If it's a friend or family thing, you might be moving around circumstances so this person doesn't have the ability to have this control over you again. Or the ability to pull this type of situation again. I'm getting that you're not creating a big craziness about it, because you got the Nightingale spirit, which it says love is all around, but I feel like you're like, hey, that's fine, life happens. This just woke me up to show me that I needed to change what's going on around me. You're not, I feel like you're over it. It's kind of like you're not angry about it, you're just making changes. You're kind of like, hey, that's how it played out. That just showed me I need to change what I'm dealing with. I need to change what's going on around me. I need to do this differently. I'm not going to allow this to happen. If it's a new job, it's a new job. If it's changing circumstances. For some of you, you might be changing where you're living, your residence. Something like that. You're changing the game. You're going to put yourself in the power position. Like, nope, we're not going to put up with that again. We're not going to even have a possibility of that happening again because I'm changing. But you're being nice about it in the sense of like, hey, no hard feelings. It woke me up. I needed to change, and now I'm changing. That's how it is. There's no, with the Nightingale spirit, there's no, on your side, you're not even angry about it. You're like, no, I'm going to go this way. And you know what? This job I found, I like that a lot better anyway. it got me to look, and now I got this, and I'm happy to have it. Worked out for me. Whoever tried to have this control over you and pulled this little stunt, I'm going to call it a stunt, they're not going to like this. Because they're stuck in the same situation, and they lost you. They lost you as a support. And I feel like they're really regretting how they handled this situation, because you were a very strong player in the situation. And now that you moved on because of what they did, they can't even deny it, that they know that's why you moved on. And now that it's done, it's done. I feel like they're going to regret it. But I really feel like this is the best for you. You're going to go into a better situation. You're benefiting from this in the long run. This is kicking you forward to make a change because you're not happy. The outcome is something much better than what you had. It's almost like if you had $5, now you got $50. It's that different to me. That's the upgrade I'm feeling here. And that's it. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.